right, Omaha. All right. Good thing situated this morning. Today is Tell the Truth Tuesday. Let's go let y'all jam for a little bit this morning. Kind of disappointed. All right, at 8:30, we got an interview coming up from the OJs. My man Eric Nolan of the OJs is going to be calling in 8:30 this morning. I know y'all know the famous OJs. Yep, 8:30. Tune in. 95.7 The Boss. Go to our website, www.957fmtheboss.com. You can download our app. We're on TuneIn Radio app. Interface it with your car. You know, I know there's some static in some areas because we're a low power station. But that's why you just download our app and you can get us crystal clear all over the world, without a doubt. Again, we call this day Tell the Truth Tuesday. We actually focus on improving our health and our wealth. Health is wealth, not the bag that y'all chase. So let's Tell the Truth Tuesday. Oh man, I've been filling out that North and South Omaha recovery grants, and it's very disappointing because they put a lot of roadblocks on people from North Omaha getting this money. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. Just disappointed. It's not going to be a lot of people from North Omaha getting money. I know we toting like $500 million coming to North Omaha, but it's not coming to black people. Maybe a few will benefit. But the rules they made has eliminated a lot of black businesses and a lot of black organizations. This money was for the plight of the mistreatment of, poor people. But you see large entities getting all the money. And I don't believe in trickle-down economics because it does not happen. Those at the top stay greedy and they do not share. So we'll be talking about more about this. Make sure it's transparent. Talk about why Tony Goins is not over the DED no more. So you don't have too many friends. People pretend like they're on your side, but they really are false flagging. And I know who they are. We got people that look like me in my own community that try to destroy me. They say I might own love money, but are you a slumlord? On this Tell the Truth Tuesday, I ask God, is it time to die? I'm a king. They like to assassinate kings. But I'm not afraid of your death. You already killed 2 of my brothers at 19. So is it time to die? Because I'm kind of fed up. I'm fed up with. I'm just fed up. So if I offend someone, please just turn your back on me. I have no problem with you turning your back to me if you don't support me. I have no problem with that. Don't say hi. Don't pretend like you, my friend. But I got a big mic and I know how to talk. And I know how to fight if I have to. The pen is mightier than a sword, but I'm from the projects also, so don't get it twisted. My mama molded me and disciplined me so I can be the man that I am today. People view you from their point of view, but you got to look at that from your point of view. But I'm very disappointed that majority of that $500 million that the senators so-called brought to this community is not going to go to black people, black organizations. Tell them, I don't care what you say. The truth is the truth. Sue me. I went to media law school, so we speak the truth over here. Today is Tell the Truth Tuesday. I know y'all liars. One that try to keep iniquity going. But who created a narrative to get rid of Tony Goins, the brother from the Economic Development Department, which stayed in Nebraska after he passed $1 billion audit? He gets fired under investigation. Why? Because of the senator's narrative we can't trust the Department of Economic Development. And now that department is excluding every black organization from getting funds. I wonder if it's the biggest truth or the biggest lie. It was supposed to be 35 organizations. It might be less than that. Everybody is carving out their position from the city on down. And if you poor, if you are a veteran and you suffering, man, we gotta come together and change the politicians that lead us on all levels because they paid off. They bought and paid by the lobbyists. The Constitution said we the people, but we the people are too silent. I keep telling you, the top crooks are the politicians. I don't care if they're black, white, Mexican, Asian. I don't care what they look like. They all crooks. They make the legislation. They get paid by lobbyists, man. I go to DC all the time. They get paid by lobbyists to make their own decisions based off of who's paying them. And we the people suffer. They send $100 million to go kill somebody in Ukraine. They give all this money to Israel to kill Palestinians, but they won't give money to the veterans that have to fight for benefits through the VA. They got to prove that they're sick or hurt in order to get full benefits from the VA. If you sign up for the military to put your life on the line, you should get all full benefits. You shouldn't have to fight. I'm tired of people using my dad's Air Force. I'm tired of people using the military as we support you. You don't support the military. You use the military. We're going to have young men and young women like Bush did. America has been a constant war. And so I asked myself, is it time to die? Because when you speak out against, it's okay for me to speak out against black people, but once you start speaking out against money and war, and you should send a black person to kill you. So on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, I want you guys to make sure that you guys are protecting yourself. I don't care if you're a gangbanger or I don't care if you're a model citizen. Tell somebody, report. Let someone know if someone's stalking you, threatening you, etc., etc. Let someone else know. You don't want the killer to be walking around and you know who they were. Tell somebody. Put it on record just in case you have to protect your life one day from that same person. I don't care if you're a gangbanger. I don't care if you're a model citizen. Don't let the other gangbanger walk around that killed you, gangbanger. Your mama wants to suggest it to you even though you're a gangbanger. So you know that the $500 million is coming, but I don't know if black people gonna get it. I applied for a couple grants, and if you're not at a certain point level, you're not gonna get the money if you wasn't recommended for money. So I don't know why even they asked us to reapply. It's like a scam. It's like a scam, and that's how I feel. We own a radio station. We were the only one open during the pandemic. Everyone that got money was closed. We're part of the emergency alert system, and we don't get recommended for money. I really don't understand that narrative. We're part of the emergency alert system of America. We're directly tied to the president of the United States of America. This funding came from COVID dollars, and we can't get any money. We don't qualify for any money. See how the system is rigged? See how unfair it is? See how they say that the money is coming to North Omaha and South Omaha? Senator Vargas slid in there. It wasn't his ideal. He slid in there second. But the true people of North and South Omaha, those that really need the funds aren't getting the funds. They're being systematically um, put out. If you didn't originally recommend it, if you're not in a coordinated plan, Olson was closed also during COVID. We were open at here in 95.7 The Boss, but yet we're not recommended for any funding. So I have no hope in our senators. I have no hope in our political system, period. So turn your back on me. I don't care if you're a senator, governor, congressman, congresswoman. Turn your back on me. I don't care. You don't care for me. Don't perpetrate a fraud. But we're going to ask for an audit. We're going to ask for an audit of all the money. They talk about that we don't have the capacity of construction, but they give OEDC money and other people money. I looked at Shirley Tyree. There was no black fixing that theater. I look at Spencer Projects. There's no black contractors over there. Look at 75 North. They replace black people with other people. So they're never going to keep their promise. They're always going to lie to you. The population rate as far as black people here in North Omaha has decreased to 39%. I guarantee you in the next 2 election cycles, since black people don't vote, we're going to lose all political power here in Omaha. Everything Senator Chambers fought for in regards to district elections is by the wayside. All the things that our ancestors fought for is to the wayside. Y'all think y'all free. Y'all Negroes think y'all free because y'all have a Mocatrol in a car. And you stop the road of freedom. And now they're locking up your children, your grandchildren. It's projected that half of the ninth graders aren't going to graduate by their senior year. And y'all gave the last superintendent all types of praise like she was doing a great job. See, people don't like to deal with the truth. They like to spread lies. They like to pat the lie on the back. But, I work for God, and if one door closed, you had to open a new one. So I'm very disappointed. I have no hope in that $500 million. I have no hope that black people are going to get any money. I have no hope that black organizations, but only a few, will get money. And don't come with a promise that it's going to be trickle down economics, because I have no hope in that either. This morning, I'm very, very pessimistic. I'm usually optimistic, but we got people in leadership that are doing things on purpose to keep you poor. They black. They got the name of senator. They got the name of whatever. Tell them I said it. I got the evidence. Do you want a Freedom of Information Act? Take it out on you. Do I need to get emails from a probation officer? I know how to investigate people. But I was filling out they had 8 grants, and even though I own a radio station, even though we were open during the pandemic, everybody else was closed. Even though we got a letter from the president of the Homeland Security that we could move around in a pandemic, just in case it's martial law, we can move around. None of y'all can't, but they got funded. And then the people say that they want internet. We need internet here in North and South Omaha. We need internet. That's what the people say. And then Olson and the senators decide not to back internet in our community when 40,000 children were suffering because of lack of internet access. And they decide not to internet purposely. Tell them I said it. I mentioned it to them in several meetings. They know that I'm a black man that have an internet company. They know. So I thought, is it a direct attack on me? I keep telling you, I'm a king. This has happened from Chrome to what's her name, Susie Buffett. So is it time to die? Is it time to die? Because right now, y'all developing conduit opportunities for nobody. You're gonna make sure our children go to prison, like they building in. I don't know where they building in Lincoln, Nebraska. Everybody going to the ex-army ball. But how many scholarships have they gave black people? I heard that they admit that racism exists. Well, and racism still exists. So we're not going to get supported by the status quo. When you're a truth teller, people don't like the truth. And so for those that believe in the truth tellers, we're gonna need your support because I don't bow down to the devil or the devilish ways. I don't need your money. I don't need your support. If it's devilish ways, I don't care who you are. I was raised by my mama and my father, who are my heroes. One could not read or write. So uh, poor people, if we don't come together and use collective economics, we cannot depend on politicians. I don't care if they black or not. We can't depend on them. They getting paid also. They've been compromised also. Just because you black don't mean you're on our side. I go by actions. I don't go by what people say. I read because my mama couldn't read and write. So don't come to me like I'm ignorant when I'm intelligent. But I feel sorry for our community. I feel sorry for the next generation because the promise of a $500 million coming to the black community is it's a false narrative. It's not coming. They're gonna hire white organizations, and the money's gonna go to the white organizations. You already see it now. Shirley Tyree building it. I didn't see one black person over there building it. Spiritual projects. I haven't seen one black contractor over there building. It's already happening. Everywhere you go, there's none of us working. We're excluded. And it's done on purpose. I just got back from Washington, D.C., and our congressional leaders have said that we are under attack, and some of our brothers and sisters are helping the attack. So on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, I know it's tough to hear the truth because you're used to lies. Young people, I know you're tired of old people being hypocrites, saying one thing and doing the next. I know you're tired of the hypocritical world that I didn't make it, but they made it. I know young people, you keep getting the blame for criminality, but the adults create criminality. TV, music, radio, movies, papers, whatever you want. The adults set the violence. The adults set the trends. But the money is starting to trickle out for that $500 million. And of course, people be listening. Without a doubt, they be listening. Sometimes I get calls, and they're purposeful in making sure that I have obstacles. They're purposeful to make sure that those that speak out do not get any resources. This is a tactic that our masses used to use, and our so-called Negro leaders are using it now. I know I'm the most hated man in Omaha because I'm a truth teller. I'm not. I'm not saved like y'all church folks is. I'm only 85% saved. I got some wiggle room. I got some work to do. At least I can admit it to myself that I'm not perfect. But I'm not purposely trying to hurt people. I'm not purposely putting up roadblocks in front of people. I'm not purposely not trying to refer or keep business from people. I'm not purposely trying to do that. But we have people around us that are purposely doing that. And they think they can move with that same purpose, but not on my watch. I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something if that $500 million that was promised in North Omaha is not coming. It's disappointing. It's very disappointing. It's very disappointing. I'm tired of people are walking around. We getting $500 million. We're not getting nothing, y'all. They're excluding. They're excluding those businesses that have been here a while. They're excluding black businesses, and for the senators or anyone else come out with a narrative that's different, then it's not so. I feel like application after application and exclude it. I just cannot believe that they're not going to fund a radio station, and we're the only one that was open during the pandemic. Besides us, the hospital, emergency systems, emergency personnel, as far as hospital, fire, police, and radio communication systems that we have to be on. That's our responsibility, the safety of the community. And we can't get funded. Our communities say that we need internet, and then the senators say that, well, we're not going to fund internet. It's very disappointing. I mean, this is what happened. There's no, to me, it's side deals, Miss Young. You know, side deals when the community said purposely, when the community said that they wanted internet because our kids were suffering because they didn't have actual internet, and then the senators said, well, we're not going to fund internet. What's the true narrative? Why would they do that? I talked to them about um, it's going to be hard to get any funding from any other body, but why? When the people of North Omaha said we need internet and our children were suffering, now half of the ninth graders are projected to not even graduate. I'm not supposed to say nothing. I'm supposed to keep quiet. No, see, I come from a generation, we didn't suffer in silence. We didn't allow people to be evicted. We talked about our struggles and we supported each other. Y'all don't have no loyalty. Y'all use contracts today because your word ain't bond. You're liars, you're cheaters, you're thieves. This comes from Flatwater Press, not me. But they came out with eight grants, and man, it's very very disappointing that we don't qualify as a radio station, and we're part of the emergency alert system. Are you guys listening to this, Omaha? And we can't get any money, and everybody else is closed. I really, it's just mind boggling. It's mind boggling that you don't fund uh, broadcast systems, the one that keep people safe. But you fund a concert. You fund a concert, but you don't fund a radio station. You recommend a concert to get funding, but you don't recommend a radio station to get funding. It's not because of me. We got Brother Fisher. What we're tired of white companies. We want our own black internet company, like I built in Macy, Nebraska. See, if we're ever going to be free, we got to build parallel structures. As one of the civil rights leaders indicated, we need to build our own parallel structures. But when you're making side deals, and I know how politics work, 'cause I go to DC. I go to DC, man. We want to see the list of senators that I'll be lobbying. Yo, you think I'm not a leader? I'm show you a list of names who I be messing with. Shirley Jackson Lee, House of Representative, Texas. Henry C. Hawkins Jr., Member of Congress, 4th District, Georgia. What do you want? Glenn Ivey, Congress, Maryland. All of these are senators that I lobby. So I know how it works. I know how politics work. I know the back deals. I know the lobbyists be paying politicians. But when I was filling out those applications for that money, and then when you get through halfway the application, then they say, well, you don't qualify because you wasn't recommended in the original proposal. I said, why are you having these people filling out these applications then? Why are you putting out these false narratives like we won't get money? I mean, it's another broken promise to black people. Another broken promise, and the narratives are led by Negroes. Another broken promise, another false narrative that have to. It's not going to trickle down. They're going to hire. They already said we don't have the construction capacity, so they're not going to hire. Who are they going to hire? I know Brother Robinson got a construction company, but who they going to hire black? They haven't done it so far. Shirley Tyree, 75 North, Spencer Projects. I haven't seen any blacks. I don't think I even see any Mexicans or Hispanics. So do you think I got hope that they're gonna all of a sudden change? We gotta have more scrutiny and make sure that we have checks and balances of all these dollars, like they put checks and balances on us. But I cannot believe you would not fund a radio station. Or you don't qualify. You're a radio station. Even though you was open, we were closed. We're not going to fund you. And I'm not the only one. We got Malcolm X. You got uh, Gospel Omaha. These monies were supposed to go towards black and brown people, and black and brown people are not getting the money. And everybody's saying, "Oh, we're not getting the money, man. We're not." I own a radio station. They said no to me. Is there any hope for you? We were actually open during the pandemic. Is there any hope for you? Just watch the money, y'all. When are we going to develop conduits of opportunities for the next generation? So I'm not going to continue to let this false narrative that $500 million coming to our community. It's not coming to our community. It's going all around our community. The black organizations, the black businesses that applied for that money did not get the money. The black organizations, the black people that blood, sweat, and tears, blood, sweat, and glory did not get the money. They made sure that we didn't get the money. They put certain guidelines, certain rules, and they're using black people to help because they getting paid. So here at 95.7 The Boss, I don't need your friendship. I don't need your friendship at all. I tell you, I work for God. I only got like maybe 2 or 3 friends anyway. I keep telling y'all the politicians is the top crooks. The politician is the top thief. The politician is the top murderer. They're going to make sure that their lobbyists, their friends, their consultants get the money. 40 million up front. They're going to make sure their friends get the money. 40 million up front. They're going to make sure they're not sharing with you. They're not sharing with you. So Omaha, I don't get invites to stuff. People don't invite me because when you're a truth teller, they don't want to be around truth. They rather be lying lies and those that produce iniquity. So some people are in the in crowd, and some people aren't. I could have been in the in crowd, but I'm a trendsetter. I'm not a follower. I'm a maverick. I'm a pioneer. I'm a scout. I'm a king. I ain't got no awards. You got to be part of a group in order to get an award. They pat you on the back because y'all in part of the same group. Those Negroes haven't gave me no award. And then nor the other great works of Senator Chambers and other people that been around here. Fred Conley. So the money's not coming. It's going to only a few, and it's not going to be black people because they excluded me. Owning a radio station, the only one that was open during the pandemic. Y'all were at home. It's not. Prove me different. Prove me different. You know, I'm very optimistic, but I'm very pessimistic now. I'm coming like Lot now. I'm very very pessimistic. Our children are in trouble. The adults do not care. There's nothing for the youth to do. Last time I ran for mayor as a publicity stunt, but I'm gonna think a little bit more serious this time. If Mayor Starter don't run, I'm running. I'm not gonna run against Mayor Starter because ain't nobody gonna be heard. That's just facts. But if she don't run, I'm taking votes from y'all so-called Negro leaders because y'all ain't real. And to y'all, the rest of the community, man, y'all need someone that can actually build something. So I don't expect to get anything from anybody, from any black organizations, because they don't like me. From IB girls or whoever they are, to whoever. People are purposely doing things. And if you do purposely do things, I'm gonna purposely talk about it. They bring people from from all over the world here, and they keep them in their little circle. And you got radio stations around here. Not only mines, you only come to mine. You got Gospel Omaha. They kick God all day. But y'all don't bring those special guests to get interviews so the whole community could take advantage of. Angela Davis was here. Ben Jealous was here. Did they go on any radio station in North Omaha? Because they hate us. So we get all these stars come here all the time, and no one brings it to the radio station so the whole community can benefit from their expertise or or their experience. Everybody want to keep selfish. But my man Kasim, he's bringing in Dr. Umar Johnson. He reached out to me. I think we went on Sky, first Sky. He's making sure that if you got someone famous come to the city, give access to other people. It's gonna look good on you. It's gonna benefit you. But you got so much hate that you don't want to use platforms in our own community that's owned by black people because you got some type of envy or some type of jealousy or some type of unforgiving spirit in your heart. We got other media outlets that don't want to collaborate, and I help them, and now they turn they back on me from the newspaper to digital platforms. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So I'm going to talk about this, and I always ask, is it time to die? Is it time to die? Because some people are fragile when you're speaking the truth. But I'm ready. I'm letting you know I'm ready. Just in case you want to step, because when you speak the truth, you get weakness from you get cowardness from people. They try to stab you in your back. They try to ambush you because they cowards. A thief will do anything, and if a thief is put it in their legislation, a thief will kill you. So on this Tell the Truth Tuesday, man, I'm not happy because our community is being hoodwinked. It's been bamboozled. It's been led amok. It's been led astray. And we got Negro leaders that's leading the charge, working for Massa and them. You don't support me anyway. I don't expect no support from you anyway. God's going to open more doors for me. See, I'm not worried about your support for the ones they know who I'm talking to. I don't need your support. I work for God. Y'all don't believe in God, do y'all? Y'all really don't. So we're self-made. Self-made. I went to rich white folks. I went to rich black folks. They turned me down. But you know who didn't? God did. He didn't turn his back on me. So Omaha, the Birds, the Bluffs, I'm losing hope. And I'm revenue hope, the only hope you got. We got to get different leaders around here. Period. Black, white, male, female. We need change. Our leadership is selfish. They're not making decisions for the poor man or the poor woman. They don't care about you. So what are we gonna do? I'm gonna keep speaking the truth, and I'm gonna be prepared for everything, to run or to fight. Cause we got weak people like that. Journalists, they kill journalism. They kill journalists. They try to kill the truth. So they got a meeting next week, and with all the leaders, all the black leaders. Yeah, they got a meeting with all the black leaders next week. Oh man, our people, man, we headed for self-destruction, y'all. We headed for self-destruction. They're disrespectful to our councilwoman, our representative. They don't invite her to meetings. We got people that's purposely doing it. These black organizations that are purposely doing it. We already know the Caucasian organizations are doing it, but we got actually black people purposely preventing our councilwoman for being in the room. See, I can speak out on everything. I speak out on everything because I can and I will. But I'm not happy. I'm not happy because I think it's a fraud. These promises are a $500 million coming North and South Omaha. It's not coming, y'all. It's going to other people. It's very, very disappointing. I was talking to the grant person. Well, you might do. We got other monies. We got other monies, other grants. Well, I wanted the North Omaha Recovery Act money. That's the money that I wanted to tap in, but they said I can't because we didn't score high enough. A radio station, a part of the emergency alert system, we can't get funded. We're part of direct line with the president of the United States of America, tied to the Homeland Security Department. and we can't get funded. What's going on? Who's getting the money? We're tired of these promises, these fake promises, these lies. And you're using these same Negro leaders to come with their narratives. We're tired of y'all weak Negro leaders too. See, I get women getting evicted. I get calls from brothers getting beat up by the police. I get calls from people that are hungry. Y'all don't get them. Supposed to do it, ignore it, not say nothing, and let people suffer in silence. We didn't grow up like that, let people suffer in silence. We actually helped. We got young black girls trying to commit suicide. So this Tell the Truth Tuesday, I thought this $500,000 was going to make a difference. It's not going to make a difference, y'all. We got to stick together. We can't depend on those that call us up politicians because they getting paid themselves. 40 billion up front, 40 million up front. And then the black people said that we need internet, and then the senators exclude no internet gonna get funded on purpose. And the people said that we need internet, and they purposely said that we're not going to fund internet. Tell them it's the truth. And we was at Omaha Chamber of Commerce when they had on early meetings. Then it said, well, you got to come with $1 million projects. And then they created a narrative to get rid of Tony Goins. Well, we can't trust the Department of Economic Development. And I'm asking, why are y'all saying this about this brother? And this brother just gave me $250,000 to build infrastructure in Macy, Nebraska. But the senators and everybody else create a narrative that we can't trust the Department of Economic Development. Now you surely can't trust them. They're welcome to come on in and we can dialogue, but I doubt if they come. Just like that, that black female superintendent that y'all had that wouldn't come for an interview because you're afraid of the truth. So Omaha, the Birds of Bluffs, if we got to start a new movement. We got to come together, use collective economics. We the people got to come together. We cannot depend on our politicians at all. They getting paid. They getting paid them damn self, man. They make sure that their friends get paid, brother. And if they don't like you, you're not gonna be in the in crowd. I don't care if they represent District 13, District 11. I don't give a damn. Because when you purposely try to exclude, that's how I feel. And then I'm filling out these applications, and then I get halfway in the application. Oh, you don't qualify. You don't qualify. Man, y'all just a damn scam. And then half our kids are not going to graduate. Half our ninth grade are not going to graduate. Where they going to go? They're going to go to jail. They building the jail right now. I'm a former probation officer, y'all. I studied too much sociology, psychology over here to let you know what's not going on. But it's going on. So I'm just pissed off. I'm just tired of the lies and manipulation. Olsen get $2 million off the top. Everybody get this shit off the top. And then our kids are doing drive-by shooting. They don't have no resources. The parks, they closed down all the parks. All the parks are geared towards young kids. Man, they tore down all the basketball court. The junior high and high school kids don't have nothing to do. All they got to do is get in trouble. Politicians, they make sure the children get no money. They put no money towards youth, towards the youth. The only thing they put towards the youth is building a new juvenile facility. That's the only thing they built for the youth is a new juvenile facility downtown. And these come from your politicians, black and white. So, William, are you afraid you're not gonna get the money? Man, they gonna give me no money anyway. It's already been determined. A Negro, you not William King, Negro, you're not gonna get no money because you speak the truth too much. So I'm telling those that are like-minded, we need your support. I'm not gonna depend on the so-called establishment for funding. They're not gonna control my words. We're gonna continue to speak like we speak. Ain't no sucker ducks over here. So this morning, I'm not happy on this Tell the Truth Tuesday. People don't want you to tell the truth. They want you to continue the narrative like $500 million coming. No, it's not coming. It's going to all around North Omaha, all around, just like everything else is built all around North Omaha. And then when they give it to a Negro leader, he gonna hire other people that don't look like him. I guarantee you, watch. 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 That's all I do is observe. Everybody weak. They're afraid to die. Well, see, I'm not afraid to die. Death is inevitable. You already killed two of my brothers, one by the white man and one by the black man. Y'all killed both my brothers at 19. So when my funeral comes, they gonna lie at my funeral that I didn't try to help, that I didn't speak up against power, that I didn't speak up against wrong, that I didn't speak up against those that are lying to our community. And they're using black people as the cover. Oh, yeah, we know you, overseer. And then the ministers around here, they weak too. They ain't saying nothing either because they getting paid also. Nobody standing up for God. Nobody, just damn selfish. So turn your back. If you don't turn your back, I don't care who you are. Turn your back on me. You don't have to say. You don't have to be nice to me. Let me know that you don't like me. Because I'm tired of this false narrative. Oh, highway, and then you talk behind my back. Don't say nothing to me at all. Just look at me. I don't care who you are. I'm pissed off. I'm filling out these grants. Each one I try to fill out, are you don't qualify? Are you don't qualify? Are you don't qualify? Man, y'all tricks and games, smokes and mirrors. Y'all hoodwinking the community. And I'm gonna be on y'all. 40 million up front. Give me 40 million up front. So this is Tell the Truth Tuesday. If you're a first time listener to 95.7 The Boss, we do things different over here. We are a research radio station. Our goal is to modify our behavior so we're better individuals, better family members, and better citizens. We do it for real over here to modify behavior. I'm not perfect. I'm only 85% saved. I fluctuate, but at least I admit that I'm not perfect. But I'm just pissed off that our children being taken advantage of. They're being lied to. I can take it. I could take not being invited. I can take not being awarded. I can take not being acknowledged. I can take it. But y'all doing it. Y'all setting it up for the next generation. They don't need to take it. They don't need your false narratives. They don't need your lies, your manipulation. See, I'm used to not being invited. They should do the same thing to Senator Chambers. Truth tellers, they don't like truth tellers because when you run a truth teller a liar, all they do is scribble up, you liar. But they'll come with that narrative, we're getting $500 million, we're not. Most black organizations are being excluded. Most black businesses are being excluded. If you don't score a high enough on the OSA thing, and this is the first time that I've seen a grant, they brought a grant in or brought some kind of money and they bring a third party in to evaluate. I deal with too much legislation. So they got their money. They cutting and running, y'all. They cutting and running. But I'm gonna make sure I talk to the congressman and the senator to make sure that all that money is audited. It's very disappointing. I feel sorry. North Omaha is not going to change. It's not. Black people don't live in North Omaha. This is a whole different narrative now. There's no hope, and so the only hope we got, y'all, is to stick together. We the people got to stick together. Black people, brown, poor, white. We got to collectively pool our monies. We got to collectively pool our monies to make sure that our children have opportunities. We can't depend. We can't let a rich white politician separate us any longer with signs of racism and sexism and all this other stuff. All the narratives that they use to conquer and divide. We can't let them survive either. We don't just because we black don't mean that we criminals. White people own most of the guns around here, all over America. You own 85%, almost all guns white people own. The black people less than 10%. Who's been doing all these mass shootings? Not black men. But we have had some recently because they copycats here down 24th Street, Chicago. The world is crazy, y'all. And it's all for themselves. And it starts at the top. It starts at the top. And I gotta go with the evidence. Every application I filled out, it's been a roadblock. They purposely said that they're not going to fund internet in North Omaha. They purposely said that. And they know that we needed internet. Our children, 40,000 of them, had to go through, I think OPS had to go through T-Mobile, who was terrible because their infrastructure wasn't totally built out. And so the kids still have problems getting online. And the senators and whoever else said, you don't want to fund internet? Really? Man, come on. Come on. That's going to lead to a snowball effect. Now, half our ninth graders are projected not to graduate. That cannot be. Y'all just going to sit on y'all butts and let that happen? Half of the ninth graders in Omaha, Nebraska is not going to graduate? Or y'all going to just let that happen? And half of the problem is because they'll have lack of internet access. And then the senators say, oh, we're not going to fund internet. Come on, man. Are y'all doing a personal attack on me? Did y'all make a side deal with Cox Cable, CenturyLink, Google? Did y'all make a side deal? And you left 40,000 black boys and girls that need internet. So you made a side deal with the big boys. And so we're not going to fund internet here in North Omaha. I feel discriminated against. Yes, I do. And I think it's a direct target on me. So if they do it to me, y'all, if they do it to me, I'm visible and got a radio station, and they're doing it to me, what do you think they're going to do to you? What they think they're doing to you, and you're not aware of it? I'm sounding the alert so you have your spidey senses up, so we can come together collectively and work together. We have people that have buildings that they're getting funded. We have people that's been in business for over 20 years that didn't get funded. And then we got people that just wrote something and just brand new get millions of dollars a recommendation. That's crazy, man. We as a radio station been on the air, myself, Mine and Soul. I think even Love Jazz was on. I mean, not Love Jazz. Malcolm X was on the air. No money. Initially, Charles Drew wasn't recommended for money. And they're a hospital. Can you believe that? They had to get special money for Charles Drew and Malcolm X through a special destination. We should have got a special destination. We're part of the emergency alert system, but all your senators forgot about us. We should have got a special destination too, because we're part of the emergency alert system with the president and Homeland Security. But they ignore us. Now they want to reach out because I'm talking now. See how powerful my voice is? We're going to see who the real leader is around here. So at 8:30, y'all, this morning, since I'm not a leader, since I'm a nobody, that's what they say, y'all so-called leaders. We got the OJs calling in, my man Eric Nolan from the OJs. It's going to be calling in at 8:30. You see, I know people. See, I don't brag off of it, and I share. I owe a couple of people money. You know, I owe a couple people money. They black businesses too. I'm going to pay them your money, but I'm seeing how they behave. Because these same people, I gave them opportunities. I gave them opportunities. I advertised for them. I didn't charge them. See, all the stuff that I did for them, I don't even mention it. But they say I owe them some money. So I'm going to pay them their money, and then I'm not going to work with them ever again. I don't care if they're a newspaper. I don't care if they're a nonprofit. I don't care who they are. Because you said that you don't want, I help you, but you don't want to help me. So here at 95.7 The Boss, we got to tell the truth to ourselves. If someone don't want to help you, remember that. Remember those on one hand that help you. Remember those on the other hand that did not help you. Remember those that you helped, and then when you ask for help from them, there's nowhere, you don't see them. All you promoters that I help and I ask for you to do one thing and you don't show up, I got you next time. I know how to play tit-tat-toe too. So 2024, it's no more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm ready to fight just in case I had to fight. Ain't no more Mr. Nice Guy. So if you got a problem with my truth and you want to fight, let's sanction it. We go to B&B Boxing Academy. We're charged at the door, and we get funding. We get the funds to Women's Center for Advancement because domestic violence is the most unreported crime. We'll give it to Charles Drew. For all those that think I got a big mouth, let's sanction it. Ain't no need to kill me. You want to go to jail for 25 years. Believe me, I'm being followed. Believe me, my stuff is tapped. Believe me. My last name is King. I own a broadcast. Believe me. I already know I'm being followed. Period. This is reality. So I'm very disappointed. I have no more hope in the system. I'm just pissed off because trying to fill out those North and South Omaha recovery grants. They gave great 8 grants, but don't qualify for none of them. Really? A radio station? Really? Don't qualify? It's a shame. And then purposely attack one business, say, well, we're not going to fund internet. We're not going to fund internet in North Omaha. What, really? And the people said it themselves that we need an internet? If you think I'm lying, come on in. I got 2 other mics. You're welcome to come in and call me a liar. I don't have no problems with that. Or saying that my information is wrong. I have no problem with that. Come on in. I come on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. God willing, if I'm here, you can come on in. I say no to nobody when it comes to an interview. I charge no one when it comes to making sure that we have a conduit of information to our people. You're invited. I'm not a hater, but I know you hate me. And you can't talk your way out of it because your actions have shown your true skin. But I'm just tired feeling application after application. William, you wasn't recommended in the original, or you got to see by your thing. Come on, man. Y'all playing games with people. I'm just tired. And so I'm not gonna be silent no more. So you don't like me anyway. So I'm gonna be vocal and you don't like me. Period. So again, we're gonna take a quick break, y'all. We got a guest calling at 8:30. The OJs, y'all know the OJs, the old school historical group. My man Eric Nolan is gonna be calling in from the OJs. We're gonna talk to him a little bit. You never know. We might be bringing the OJs to Omaha. You never know. You never know, y'all. I talked to Otis Williams from the Temptations a couple of weeks ago. See, I know people, y'all. I just don't let people know that I know people. I don't have to brag off of it like some of y'all do. But I'm gonna show you who I know. We're gonna see who we're gonna see who we're gonna see. We're gonna see. All right. So we're gonna take a quick break, y'all. My man Eric Nolan's gonna be calling in at 8:30. Tune in. Let somebody know that the OJs, oh yeah, gonna be calling in at the boss with me. Oh, just going to the sickest city in South Dutch County. And I ain't gonna lie, man. Sarpy County, East Omaha jails. We love y'all. Boss with us. Can't even see my daughter. I don't think it's fair to me. It feel like I gotta die to get someone to care for me. Oh yeah, my man Brandon. This has been down to NSP. Just going to all the sickest shit in, y'all. I have to rewind it, as my son would say. Daddy, rewind. Boss with me.
Can't even see my daughter, I don't think it's fair to me. It feel like I gotta die to get someone to care for me. I often wonder why it ain't nobody there for me. Never really had nobody, so support is rare to me. I heard you only get one life and I've been moving carefully. Swear I done been to places people wouldn't dare to be. And I done see some things that I ain't really care to see. I'm a troubled human being and probably need some therapies. Cause nobody intervenes until they see you parachute. I don't want you to wait until I die to cherish me. Cause baby, I'm the king, I can't let you embarrass me. Doing them the F for me, it ain't nobody rare as me. Singing those abusing me, misusing and confusing me. Usually I'm the target, it's like they always choosing me. So I keep my heart guarded so I don't end up losing me. I done been broken hearted before, it's nothing new to me. They thought I was retarded cause I maneuver stupidly. When in my head I thought no one maneuvered as smooth as me. A bunch of people faking, they be acting cool with me. Steady smiling in my face and probably plan on shooting me. Last dude tried to kill me, used to go to school with me. Been knowing up to second grade, you really grew with me. Now I can't leave the house unless I got that two of me. Be a cold day in hell before I let you fool with me. Girl, you wasting your time if you plan on seducing me. You can shake that booty me, but girl, it ain't amusing me. Baby, I would rather know what can you really do for me. Cause you gotta hit the door if you got plans to ruin me. Can't even see my daughter, I don't think it's fair to me. It feel like I gotta die to get someone to care for me. I often wonder why it ain't nobody there for me. Never really had nobody, so support is rare to me. I heard you only get one life and I've been moving carefully. Swear I done been to places people wouldn't dare to be. And I done see some things that I ain't really care to see. I'm a troubled human being and probably need some therapy. If you accept me, then accept how I'm living. If you respect me, then respect my decisions. I've been thugging with a passion. There's some things you can't imagine. Got mama telling me I need to move different. I've been tripping. I don't know why me and my daughter so distant. I don't know why they wanna run my image. I know they don't want me completing my mission. Only God is my witness. Yeah. The same people I call family abandoned me. Say they love me and wouldn't lend it up and handed me. So when I'm up and finally able to manage me, I bet I won't forget the things you did to damage me. Saying sorry was just a way that you could banish me. But you can keep them fake apologies you handed me. Slowly but surely becoming the man I plan to be. I got a plan for me, but I don't think you understand. Can't see my daughter, I don't think it's fair to me. It feel like I gotta die to get someone to care for me. I often wonder why it ain't nobody there for me. Never really had nobody, so support is rare to me. I heard you only get one life and I've been moving carefully. Swear I done been to places people wouldn't dare to be. And I done see some things that I ain't really care to see. I'm a troubled human being and probably need some therapy.
Oh, yeah, I need some therapy today because, oh, man, I'm not happy today. You know, I had to tell the truth today. I'm just not happy today. I feel like we're getting taken advantage of, y'all. Taking our kindness for weakness. We're not going to have that no more, baby, because you are VIP. Oh, yeah, man. You're a boss listener. You are a very important person. You know, people always going to try to put you down, but I'm going to try to lift you up. Boss with it.
I show no ID, you know why? Cause I'm VIP. I got a pocket full of cream, and you know what this means? That means that I'm VIP. They show nothing but love when I'm up in the club. Why? Cause I'm VIP. You wanna hang with me? You wanna hang with me? Why? Cause I'm VIP. I'm VIP. Hey, when I step in the club, they already know who's the best in the club. From the east to the west, or the rest of the clubs. When I come through, they show love and throw it out. I'm in the back, with a bottle for the jack, and a house full of cuz I got that sex in the club. Pocket full of cream, and I'm fresh and so clean. I'm so fresh and so clean, I'm so fresh in the club. Yeah, hey, I'm a party on. Yeah, I'm a party on. Mommy got Bacardi lunch, that is party time. Damn, got the party gone. Ain't killing my vibe, ain't killing my high. Yeah, I'm in my party zone. I got my drink and my two-step, my drink and my two-step. I'm a party to the party gone until it's over. I show no ID, you know why? Cause I'm VIP. I got a pocket full of green, and you know what this means? That means that I'm VIP. They show nothing but love when I'm up in the club. Why? Cause I'm VIP. You wanna hang with me? You wanna hang with me? Why? Cause I'm VIP. I'm VIP.
Hey, I'm on cloud nine, up in the club, but I'm feeling fine. Never a nickel, baby, always a dime. And like fine wine, I get better with time. Dance floor feeling fancy free. I represent my team, the 313. Yeah, we VIP. Dressed to impress as you can clearly see. But this is crazy though. Yeah, this is crazy though. I'm the chick in the clique. Yeah, with that crazy flow. You need to stop all the hating. Yeah, you can save it, yo. You wanna roll with me? Meet me at VIP. Yeah, and that's Lady Logan. That's me. Yeah.
I show no ID. You know why? Cause I'm VIP. I got a pocket full of green, and you know what this means? That means that I'm VIP. They show nothing but love when I'm up in the club. Why? Cause I'm VIP. You wanna hang with me? You wanna hang with me? Why? Cause I'm VIP. I'm VIP.
VIP, wide body, and your boy Reed came in on 10, and it's all on me. I could've did the long sleeve or the 2C. At the bar, buy it out like it's all on me. VIP, walk in, feeling all tipsy. It ain't no problem for the night because my dog with me. 10 on me right now, counting all 50. 745 back to back with the 550. I'm playing balls in the parking lot on Forgiatos. They on my wrist like a gold bottle. I walk in the club looking like I hit the lotto. Low key, mixed breeze, sipping on Moscato. I make it rain, make it flood, make the weather change. Turn the whole club up like a hurricane. VIP, spend it all, buying everything. Running through a whole 12 like a shoestring.
I show no ID. You know why? Cause I'm VIP. I got a pocket full of green, and you know what this means? That means that I'm VIP. They show nothing but love when I'm up in the club. Why? Cause I'm VIP. You wanna hang with me? You wanna hang with me? Why? Cause I'm VIP. I'm VIP.
I'm a legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline nigga, I'm gang, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a motherfucking legend. I'm a legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline nigga, I'm a gang, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a motherfucking legend.
I'm like Bruce Lee. When I enter the dragon, girl, I'm like Tech 9. When I enter the dragon, I'm like Spike Lee, cause I do the right thing. Boy, I'm like Chief Keef, cause I'm gang. I am just like Malcolm, get it by any means. I am just like Martin Luther, even though I'm a king. I am Huey P. Newton, I'm black, I know I got the power. I am Hannibal Lecter, all these beats I devour. I am Wiz Khalifa, I be smoking back to back. I am just like you, I been getting to the bag. I am just like me. I feel like ain't nobody better. I am just like Wayne. What you know about what I'm a legend?
You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline nigga, I'm a gang, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a motherfucking legend. I'm a legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline nigga, I'm a gang, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a motherfucking legend.
Yeah, I'm a legend. Yeah, I'm perfection. How you gonna kill me? Nigga, I'm the weapon. I ain't worried about your killers. I ain't worried about your hitters. I'm worried about money and how we gon' get it. I'm rich. I'm full of them bags. I'm just like Hawk. I'm known to smash. I crash the beats. I stump the streets. I'm just like August. I'm known for heat. Fresh out the pot. I'm dripping with salt. Keys to the whip. I'm known to take off. The squad, the team, we all go off. But I'm totally dancing. Now who's the bomb?
You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline nigga, I'm a gang, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a motherfucking legend. I'm a legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline nigga, I'm a gang, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a motherfucking legend. I'm a
bloodline, son of the sun. I'm fully melanated, black power fist in the sky, fully activated, captivate the mass when I speak. Every head bow and digit is glorified king, oh precious man child, Blackfoot, color of copper. I came from the dirt, legendary, mine in the sky, my body's mother earth. Walked through the valley of death and came out a king. Joseph, they ain't cut from my cloth. I sold so many dreams. I'm in a had been with the Lions. Now they calling me Daniel. I went to sleep as a peasant. I woke up as a pharaoh. No longer will I walk, I'm riding on a camel. Zulu warrior, bow and arrow, eyes on the spirit.
You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline, nigga, I'm a king, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a legend, I'm a legend. You and me are not the same chick. Bloodline, nigga, I'm a king, I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a legend. If I die right now, I'm a legend, I'm a
Listen to me. All my life, I don't have no real enemies, but I know everybody is not a friend to me. I show my people love, that's why I always get it back. And I stand up for my family, one phone call I will attack. And real recognize real, so I don't see you haters. And I'm not talking about my brothers, I'm talking about these snakes. They smiling in our face, but turning us against ourselves. Killing all the black kings to keep the queen from getting help. We 40 cal, self-trained, so we don't need the army busting down my door. I wish these martial law try me. We some psychopaths, raised in the projects, and I ain't met them yet. Who can dodge a tech? Hey, cause this the year of the black power. We going all in, man, this shit is ours. Hey, we moving forward, ain't no turning back. The opposition is born in America, being black. Hey, cause this the year of the black power. We going all in, man, this shit is ours. Hey, we moving forward, ain't no turning back. The opposition is born in America, being black. They call us militant and racist cause we still resist the brainwashing and genocide by this government. My people waking up and now at least we more conscious with plans of unity, but still we must proceed with caution and breaking the cycle of thinking like slaves. Gather up knowledge and nurture your brain to change the situation. Death is what our race is facing. We in a nation where they shoot us first, ask questions later. Black lives mean nothing in their eyes, we just a perpetrator. And marching and holding rallies, that's not doing nothing. We tried it Martin's way and still our people struggling. It's time to educate and elevate from all the hate. Our future generations is at stake. We don't have time to waste. Cause this the year of the black power. We going all in, man, this shit is ours. Hey, we moving forward, ain't no turning back. The opposition is born in America, being black. Hey, cause this the year of the black power. We going all in, man, this shit is ours. Hey, we moving forward, ain't no turning back. The opposition is born in America, being black. Black power, black power, black power, black power, black power, black power, black power.
And let the community enjoy the same conversation I'm doing. Omaha, the burbs, the bloods. Oh yeah, you know how we do it. We keep our promises, yeah, baby. We keep our promises. And you know how these stars are, Omaha. You know how these stars are. They got their own names. They got their own names. Nouns, adjectives, verbs, prepositional phrases. You know, I'm gonna let him introduce himself, and we'll get right into the dialogue. How you doing today, brother?
I'm great, great, great. I'm great. Omaha, Nebraska. You are speaking with, vibing with Eric Nolan Grant of the OJs.
Man, 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 it's such a blessing. You know, I grew up. I don't know if I made. I think probably made my son on you, probably on your music. You was making was yeah. I think I made my son off the OJs. Back. When you had that slow cassette tape,
Yep,
the
yep.
slow jams, and you only put it on at
Yes,
certain
sir.
when you want to get that mood.
I had them.
You had
I'm
it.
telling you, I used to make them.
You should make
I
them.
used to make those tapes. Yes, sir.
So, hey, bro, hey, I just want to let you know that you were on my cassette tape, and when we transitioned to CDs, you was on there too. Now,
My man.
now, before now, are you from the 8-track days?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. See, but I'm a youngin. I remember my mama and
Yeah,
them.
man.
I know my mama had the 8-tracks.
I had a 1976 Buick Park Avenue, and I used to have that 8-track cassette Delco Remedy in my Buick, and I lived by my. Back then they wasn't really breaking into cars like they are now, but back then I used to have a big suitcase full of nothing but 8-tracks sitting on my back seat.
Wow.
I would reach back there, grab me an 8-track tape, throw it in there, listen to the click click sound.
Uh huh.
Listening to them Isley, I was listening to them Isley brothers, man. What?
Wow, wow, man. So, man, it's good to talk about that history. Everybody want to talk about lights, camera, and action, but they'll talk about how they grew up, well, where they got their sense of vision. Because being an artist, you got to
Uh-huh.
have vision. You got to have
Yes,
vision,
sir.
and sometimes it's the little things that's introduced by your parents or peers or whomever. And so Omaha, Nebraska, again, we talked to Eric Nolan. He's a member of the OJs, the world famous, legendary group, Hall of Famer, Grammy winners, all the accolades. And we're so
Hmm.
blessed to, have you on the telephone today. Now, tell us who you are, because it's three brothers. Is it all three brothers or cousins, or give us the dynamics?
No, Eddie Levert and Walter Williams are best friends who grew up together since they've been together ever since they was 5 and 6 years of age,
Okay,
and they grew up in Canton, Ohio, right up the street from Cleveland.
okay,
And they started out with five guys, and they were just singing around town, and they didn't think they could do anything in Canton, so they moved to Cleveland because Cleveland was a hotbed at the time for talent.
okay,
And the five of them moved to Cleveland, and they started making records. And then they got a big record deal with Gamble and Huff over at Philadelphia International. And two guys had dropped off. One guy had dropped off, and then the fourth member, he just didn't want to sign with Gamble and Huff because he wanted to be a writer and producer himself, and Gamble and Huff was doing all the writing and producing.
okay.
And so he wanted to be that, so he wouldn't go over to Philly with Ed, Walter, and William. And 1972, they got Backstabbers, and they start flying from then, and with just the three of them.
Uh-huh.
The late 70s, William passed from cancer, and they got Sammy Strain
Okay.
from Little Anthony and the Imperials. Sammy did 16 years with the guys, and in '93 they got a guy by the name of Nathaniel Best, and he stayed with the group for 14 months, and that wasn't the fit that they wanted. So in '95 they were looking for another third member. Gerald Levert, who was always a close, like a brother to me, because I had a group in Cleveland called the Deltones, and we were like the number one singing group in Cleveland, and we were basically emulating the OJs
Okay.
because we thought that we would be the next one in line to be able to become big stars after the OJs kind of like taper off.
Right.
And Gerald knew of me and what I was trying to do, and he told his father about me, and so they let me audition, and I made the group, and I've been with them ever since 1995. This is going on my 28th year
Wow.
of being with the OJs.
Wow. Man, what a blessing. What a blessing. I had an opportunity to
Yeah.
interview Gerald before he passed. We did a music extravaganza. He came here, I think it was 1999, something like around there. And So I had an
Hmm.
opportunity. That's when I was doing internet radio way back then, and I had built my AM station. I had put two transmitters on my house. That's when I really first started out back in 2009. And so yeah, he was
Mm.
one of my biggest interviews back at that time. So wow, what so now 29 years you going on now. Um,
Yes, sir.
you guys are looking at your last tour. Um,
Yeah,
how many cities are you
yeah,
going on this
Eddie.
tour?
Oh man, we're trying to hit every city we can. That's why I'm like, Omaha, Nebraska they need to come with the bag, man, and let us come up there and do some things.
Yeah.
I um um Eddie Levert is 82,
Wow.
Walter Williams is 81. And they've managed to squeeze 67 years out of this
Wow.
of doing this. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
at some point, you know, they wanted to be able to at some point enjoy the fruits of their labor, and just sit back and just chill,
Right. Right,
and
man.
just do the family thing because they've been on the road ever since they was like 16 and 17 years of age. They've been on the road,
Wow.
traveling and touring and singing. And now they're 81 and 82. So at some point, you gotta, you gotta kind of like say, okay, enough is enough. And don't get me wrong, they love what they're doing
Mhm.
and they love performing. They can't wait to perform. But it becomes with Eddie, especially with Eddie, he's he just got over a bout of COVID, and it seriously took a toll on him.
Uh-huh.
Walter caught COVID before they had the vaccination.
Okay.
So he had it when they didn't have nothing for it,
Right.
and we almost lost him.
Wow.
He was on a ventilator for like 6 weeks,
Dang. Well, I'm glad you made it,
and
man.
yeah, and then he made it, and and he has MS.
Okay.
Eddie, um, Eddie has a pacemaker, and um, he's been having, and he has high blood pressure. So coming from that whole ordeal with the whole COVID thing, he caught COVID while we were rehearsing for the tour
Wow.
in Philly. We was in Philly rehearsing for the tour,
Okay.
and he caught COVID then, and we had to kind of like take a couple of steps back from the tour. We would manage to squeeze like 5 or 6 concerts out there without him. We had got a replacement guy, understudy, but we just went ahead and canceled the tour, and in the hopes that for Eddie to get better.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
a year later, Eddie was able to at least uh, walk on stage, get on stage.
Uh-huh.
But he sits down majority of the show. He gets up and do a little dance
Uh-huh.
here or there, but he's not doing no choreography.
Okay.
Walter and I, we handle all the choreography,
Okay.
but at least we have Eddie's presence on
Yeah.
stage.
Yes, yes. Omaha, the birds of Bless. California's just chimed in. We got people all around the nation looking. Brother King, he runs a couple of radio stations out in California, chiming in this morning. Um, we got my man Eric Nolan of the OJs on the phone, y'all, and talking about just the history of the OJs, and it's good to sit back. I don't drink milk, so I got some water while I'm listening to my brother. We also got his new track. I want you to make sure that you guys pick it up. And I want to give shots out to my man Joe Mason of Never Stop Entertainment, because you know how he does it. And my man Joe is actually mentoring myself, to make sure that that we grow as a station also. And I met Joe over the telephone, so it's good to have surrogate fathers, and that's why men. Well, we got to start mending relationships because man, we're necessary. And so,
Mhm.
you guys got to get this new track. Give her your love. And right now, in this world, right now, that's what's necessary. Men, we got to go back and mend relationships. And make sure you guys pick up the track, the new track from Eric Nolan. Give her your love. Mother's Day coming up. Oh yeah, without a doubt. Christmas,
Mr.
Thanksgiving.
King, Mr. King, let me
Yes,
say
sir.
this to you right real quick. That Give Her Your Love track,
Yes, sir.
that's actually myself and Walter Williams of the OJ.
Yes, sir. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did a song together. I always wanted to do a song with Walter, and so on my solo project, I asked him to do a song with me, and he said yes. And he came in, and we did it in the night. Did it one night.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got him on the track. Eddie, when I saw Eddie, he was like, "Oh, so you didn't want me on one of your songs, huh?" But see, the gift and the curse is with Eddie Levert and a Gerald Levert or somebody like that.
Uh-huh.
With Eddie Levert, if I had did a song with Eddie Levert, it would have automatically just been an OJ song
Right.
because his voice is that distinctive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You put Eddie on the record. I'm on the record. It becomes an OJ record.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with Walter, Walter has more of a smooth, jazzier type of voice,
Hmm.
and that's what I needed on this record. I needed because Walter was my first pick, and then if Walter would have said no, then I was going to go to Scotty from the Whispers to do the song.
Okay. Okay. Now, tell me this. Um, longevity. How have you guys achieved longevity? Especially because those two men are in their 80s. Obviously, they had to take care of themselves. But how do you do it? And obviously, I mean, you're learning from them because you've been there almost what 29 years.
Hmm. Um, Mr. King, look, if you if you've been raised to respect your elders, respect um, you know, older adults, then it's a little easier for you to be able to have longevity because at some point I look at Eddie and Walter as uh, not only an authority figure, but as um, how you come in if you go over someone's home and there's an older man in the house, you respect that man in his house.
Yes, sir.
Period.
Hmm.
We were raised that way.
Hmm.
They are my elders. So that's first and foremost that I respect them as my elders. And then the entertainment and all of that comes into play. And even when that comes into play, because they have been doing it so long and they're consummate professionals, now I'm learning from them. Now they become the teacher.
Hmm.
So not only are they my elders, but they are my teachers. And not only just teachers of the business, but teacher of life.
Right.
Just even when I came in the group, of course, we all when we young and if you think you're getting a little money or girls or whatever you think you make, you think you grown. You
Right.
think you a man, you think you know it all. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Hmm.
Well, when I got with those guys, I realized I didn't know it all and I was a half a man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because what I seen that they went through and the things that they of their teachings and everything, I had my mouth open like buckwheat. I was like, wow, man, I didn't know.
Uh-huh.
So I was learning how to be a man. I was learning how to treat women. I was learning how to treat people. I was learning how to communicate with people. Not only learning how to um, just how to maneuver in life,
Hmm.
how to maneuver through life. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, back in man, when I was a kid, when I got a credit card, I looked at it as $500 free.
Right.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
they gave me a credit card. I got $500. I ain't got to pay back.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's my parable. You know what I mean? So that's how we able to sustain this long because
Hmm.
we have such a respect for each other, and they had to learn how to respect me because I was the youngin. I
Right.
was the young guy. I was Speedy Gonzalez. You know what I mean? I was just running around, just I'm making money and I'm running around and I'm chasing girls and I was doing all these things and they just looking at me shaking their head like, buddy, 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 buddy. You don't get it. Sit down. Let me tell you all about it.
Wow.
And what they've taught me has come to fruition. And so that they're the teacher. They're my elder.
Right.
So that's why how we are able to get along for so long.
Right. Well, that's great because um, groups need to come back. We miss that real R&B feel and that R&B soulful feel. It's with multiple people versus a single singer, and so it's always good to collaborate because you can just hear the blessing that God has
I
given
wish
us.
I wish they would. I wish singing groups and bands would come back. I
Hmm.
wish that that some record company that has the machine would take the chance on singing groups and singing bands
Yes.
because that's entertainment. You
Hmm.
know, a lot of these artists, everybody wants to be the king. Everybody wants to me. Look at me, look at me,
Yeah.
look at me. I'm the king of this. I'm the best at this. I'm all of this is mine.
Right.
And uh we miss just those personalities has watching three, four, five personalities on stage that you can fall in love with. You
Yeah.
know,
Hmm.
a lot of people fell in love with Otis. A lot of people fell in love with Eddie Kendricks. A lot of people fell in love with Paul Williams. A lot of people fell in love with David Ruffin, Dennis Edwards. They all had their separate fans,
Right.
which made which made um, uh, of a great concert and filled the house,
Yep.
than opposed to just me. And at a point where I know for me,
Hmm.
it just get boring after a while
Yes.
because there's only but so much me can do. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
You only have so many voices and octaves and range to your voice where you could do just me.
Right.
We want to hear Eddie sing sometimes. We want to hear Dennis Edwards sing sometimes. Even Melvin Franklin. You want to hear that even with us. You know, you get Eddie, you get Walter, and you got the different textures and the different feels of voices and
Right.
music, and it just gets a bit much. Just I just wish that I see. I just think that the companies don't sign acts like that,
Right.
so it's hard for those acts to get out,
Yeah.
and get to be mainstream
Hmm.
because they don't sign them.
Right. You know.
So
Wow. Well, you know,
so
yeah.
you don't so they don't get a chance to, if there's a group in Nebraska right now, if there's a singing group in Nebraska right now,
Hmm.
they're gonna sing until the day they say, well, nobody's signing us and we can't get no records out.
Right.
So one guy's gonna say, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just try to do it on my own. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they get discouraged after a while.
Hmm. What should we be doing as a community? Because um, what's the brother, the blind brother that had 60% of his cash? Not dang, I can't, I forget. Dang, what's his name? The blind brother. Yeah, he got 60% of every dollar. And the artist today only getting what
Who?
less?
Ray Charles?
Yeah, Ray Charles. Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Ray
Hmm.
Charles. So how could he get 60% of every dollar and he's blind and our artists today are getting way less than that? Is it because of contract? Is it because they gave away all their masters to the recording company? Is it because they didn't have their own recording company? Um, and how can young artists in the future avoid this? And not sign away all their God given talents.
Well. Let me say this first and foremost, Mr. King. Let me say this to you. Um, First things first. Don't be so thirsty to be a star that you don't do your due diligence and you don't take your contract to an entertainment attorney,
Okay.
not a slip and fall attorney, not an injury attorney, not a divorce attorney, an entertainment attorney
Okay.
who knows about it. That's first. You get your paperwork. This is the business of music. It's not the music business.
Okay.
You gotta dot the I's across the T's. And if that's not a good if that paperwork is not right, you don't sign it. I
Right.
don't care what they offer you. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what it. See, a lot of people go in there. They just want a Rolex watch, some women, and a nice car. They don't look at the future. Anytime a record company give you an advance,
Mm-hmm.
you got to look at the word. The word is advance. That's the key word. So if they give you 100,000 up front, they're gonna get 170,000 on the back end. 200,000. You're gonna pay for that money with interest. You
Wow.
owe them that money. Once they give you that money,
Uh-huh.
you owe them that money. So they got to recoup. So you in a hole. You're 100,000 in a hole, which really is 200,000 in the hole because they're gonna put interest on it,
Right.
and you're never gonna come out that hole. But you thinking because they're gonna give you 100,000, sign this paperwork, you just looking at your surroundings and saying, I ain't got no car. Man, the girl's gonna love me. I'm gonna be able to show my boys. I gotta watch. But you enslavement.
Yeah, back broke again. That's it.
You're gonna be broke anyway.
Right.
That's temporary.
Wow.
That's like putting a band-aid on the situation. That's so you gotta do the pay. You gotta do the business first. If it ain't good, you gotta negotiate good business.
Mm-hmm.
Or don't sign.
Right.
You already broke. Don't sign.
Yeah.
Quit being thirsty. Old and they told me, he said the three things that never change. He said it was an old man, so he used the word foxy.
Uh-huh.
So he said three things don't never change, young man. Foxy women, foxy cars, and foxy clothes. They never change.
Right.
They're gonna always be there. Because I promise you. Do the business. Because that part of the game never changed.
Right.
It never changed. You could be 80, it don't change.
Right.
You're gonna always see a woman. You're gonna always see a nice car. They come out every year.
Mm-hmm.
There's always gonna be nice clothes. They come out every 4 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do the business. Quit being so thirsty. If you got talent, that's not gonna ever leave you. Talent is talent. If you don't make it, then at least you didn't sell your soul. Go get a job. Go to the post office. That's all I can tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Because this business is dog eat dog. So many groups have retired, or no, so many groups have left this business broke. And the only person that made money, or the only situation that made money, was the company.
Right.
The company is still afloat.
Wow.
The company is rolling.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think, why am I broke and they still in business? Because you didn't.
Right.
Got to do the business. It ain't got nothing to do with the community, and they got nothing to do with somebody having 60% of their royalties and owning their masters. No, that's negotiated.
Mm-hmm.
To get to that point, you got to negotiate that point.
Right.
They don't give it to you.
Right.
You got to negotiate it.
Yeah. Well, wow.
So that's how you get there.
All right. I know we play a lot of local music on my morning show. All I play is local music, unsigned artists, and we have some very, very talented artists. And we got make good decisions so we can manifest our God-given talents versus someone else, which is crucial. Where can Brother Nolan? Where can they get your music? Where can they get your music? And where are you guys touring next in the Midwest, close to Omaha?
A couple of things. My music is on all the music platforms. Eric Nolan music is on all the platforms. I released 5 singles. Mood Swing is out. You know, or however you get your music. I got a single coming out Valentine's Day with Glenn Jones. We
Okay.
did a remake of we did a remake of "Want to Be Closer" by Switch,
Okay.
and um, we're right now we have 6 dates of November.
Okay.
I think we're doing Fresno, California, Oakland, and then we come down to Fair, Fairfax, Virginia, Cleveland, Ohio, Cincinnati, and then Connecticut,
Okay.
and then we'll go down to Birmingham. That's for this year, and
Okay.
then they're putting together a tour. I think we're going out next year with Gladys Knight, and then we'll what we're doing is we're just trying to hit all of the cities
Okay.
before they actually say it's a wrap.
Okay.
The cities are steady coming in now that Eddie is 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 on stage,
Okay.
because everybody kind of like took a step back and was like, hey, you don't have Eddie, but now that we got Eddie on stage, um, a lot of the promoters are coming up
Okay.
to but I'm hoping that we do come down around that way, because we haven't did we haven't did the Omahas and the Oklahoma City, Oklahomas. You know, um, we haven't did places like that in a long time.
Right. Right. So, well, we're
And
gonna.
I personally never played Omaha.
Okay.
Never
Okay.
played it. Always wanted to,
Mhm.
because, like I said earlier, one of my favorite boxers of all time lives in Omaha, and that's Terrence Crawford. And I've been I've been a fan of Terrence Crawford. Uh, shoot, got to be at least 8 years now,
Right.
8 9 years. I've been watching him forever. Seemed like forever anyway.
Right.
Um, and I've always loved his demeanor. I always loved his humbleness. I've always loved the way he was grounded. You know what I'm saying? He's family grounded, and I'm just always attracted to that part of it.
Yep.
There's a lot of fighters in the game that I'm not fans of, and they're pretty good, but I'm not a fan of that. Off out the ring. I'm not a fan of out the ring
Right.
with Bud. I'm a fan of out the ring.
Right. Well, I'm blessed to graduate with his dad, and his dad was a state champion, so I know where his pedigree come from. His mom, and so and then plus we're from the land of Malcolm X, baby. By any means necessary.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
so we
Mhm.
got that kind of demeanor around here. So but you come to the city, we'll make sure that meeting happen. We'll make sure that meeting happen without a doubt.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, that'll be cool. It'll be one of the highlights of my career. We we pride ourselves on personalities. You know,
hmm
I'm a huge fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of fortune. Fortune don't move me.
Right.
It just doesn't. It never did. It never was the center of. If it wasn't for me having to pay light bills and gas bills and all that kind of stuff, singing, I would go on stage and just sing.
Right.
If it wasn't a society where you have to, pay bills,
Right.
I would just go on stage and sing. You know what I mean? Because
hmm
that's what I love to do.
Right.
And then I get a chance to do it with two legends. I'm in heaven.
Without a
I'm in
doubt.
heaven when I'm in the middle, and I got them two guys, those guys on each side of me. I'm like, I mean, this is a dream for me. 28 years. Probably by the time they hang it up, I done had my 30 years in,
hmm
and I don't want to. I don't want to sing with anyone else. So I'll probably let that OJ thing just drift into the sunset. And I started a film company here a couple years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and so my first feature film came out on Tubi September the 14th. It's entitled "What Happens in the Dark."
What happens in the
It's a
dark?
it's a
Okay.
drama thriller. Yeah,
Okay.
what happens in the dark.
Okay.
And we're getting our feet wet in the film business. I partnered up with a friend of mine out of Youngstown, Ohio,
Mm-hmm.
James Ford, and we're gonna just do films. I mean, I got a deal to do 4 films a year,
Okay.
so we're just gonna do films, man. And I'm just gonna let the OJ's thing float and
Okay.
go on out to what I'm
It's
saying, and
it's
let
it's
and
sunset.
let that be what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Well,
And I'm
well,
gonna do films.
I'm pretty sure you, since you come, well, music is film, film is music, and so I'm
Yeah,
pretty.
and that's and it feels good to me.
Uh-huh.
And as far as Eric Nolan music, I'll be putting Eric Nolan music in some of the films, and
Yes.
I'll
Yes.
still be releasing records. I'm gonna still release singles out because if I can hit, if I can hit a lick, if I can get a hit record,
Mm-hmm.
perform it. Uh, but maybe doing film, be double J's for 30 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I have fun with that. And I can't see going on stage with anybody but Eddie and Walt.
Right. Well, 30 years with being a teammate, man. That's a long time. That's longer than probably over 70% of marriages.
Yeah, yeah. We love each other and we friends. Like I said, they had to learn me, so my process was a little slower
Hmm.
because they're older guys. But as they learned me and my demeanor and how I am as a person, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't get high. Never missed a show, never missed a flight, never was late
Hmm.
for a performance or interviews or anything. I've always been right there, and I've never been interested in smoking. I'm not like a recovering
Right.
nothing.
Right.
I've just never been interested in it.
Okay.
And like you were saying earlier, how you was drinking water because you didn't drink milk. That's all I drink is orange juice and milk,
Okay.
and maybe ginger ale every now and then, and a bunch of water.
Okay.
So once they learned who I was as a person and how I was raised, how my mother raised me,
Hmm.
you know, they start coming around, and then I have my own agenda. I'm doing radio,
Hmm.
I'm doing movies. I did my own production and writing and everything on all my records, along with my nephew Jay Sean Champion.
Okay.
I march to my own drum. I'm a leader.
Right.
I just so happen to be in a group that got two fantastic leaders.
Yeah. It can.
You know
It
what I
can.
mean?
It can. Without a doubt.
So, but um, I'm a leader, so I kind of set the pace of what I want to do in my life, and they love that.
Right.
They love that I didn't depend on them to
Hmm.
take me somewhere.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So the OJ's is basically like Chrysler to me.
Right.
You got the engine and you got the transmission, and my job is to put on the doors and the hood.
Right. And you
I
need.
can't be the engine and the transmission,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. You need all. You need
in my
everything.
own. Say what now?
I say you need everything. You got to propel, but also you got to protect, and the doors
Yeah,
protect.
and
Yeah.
some people need to learn how to. They need to learn how to let leaders lead.
Hmm.
Period. If you wanna lead, you get your own situation and lead in your situation. But when you have a job, you know, you hired to do a job. I'm hired to handle the all the stuff in the middle, the choreography. I switch notes. When Walter is leading, I do the top note. When Eddie is leading, I do the kick lead. When we are all singing together, I'm either on the bottom or I'm up over Walt. I mean, we have to learn the job
Right.
and be good at the job. Whatever that job is, be great at that job.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
If you have to mop floors, make sure you get the corners.
Heck yeah.
Make sure that you wipe up the residue when you get finished, mopping. Make sure your water is clean. Go back over that floor again.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect the job, whatever that job is. Try to be, your parents used to tell you that whatever you do in life, you get a job, be the best. That cliche is for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I was a lead singer in my singing group. I was one of the ones they depended on.
Right.
But when I got with Ed and Walt, I knew the job at task. I knew what that entailed.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't entail for me to try to out sing Eddie and Walt. It meant you hold down the middle. That's your gig. So that's what I do.
So
So
you
now
don't.
when I want to sing,
Mm-hmm.
I just go do Eric Nolan records.
Okay. Yeah. So you blend in when necessary, but you stand out when necessary also.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
Man, thanks for the education. I know the young artists appreciate your longevity. Obviously, taking care of your body is one of them, but also
Hmm.
the relationship that you men have grown to love each other, and
Hmm.
which is crucial to longevity. And so, man, I appreciate you guys' example of longevity because it's necessary for our young people to see that conduit of opportunity that exists. They don't have to do it all alone. Johnny Rodgers, who's a famous football player here in Nebraska, one of the greatest college football players of all times, he says it's not big enough if you're doing it by yourself.
Mm.
And so you guys are obviously doing it together, which is an example that it takes a village to raise a child. Uh, Omaha, make sure you guys go to Tubi. Everybody have it on their TV. What's happens in the dark? My man Eric Nolan is also a motion picture. I don't know if you do cameraman. That's why I always want to be. I want to be a motion picture cameraman.
I'm I'm one of the producers and directors, and it's my company J Films. JAE stands for James and Eric
Uh-huh.
Films,
Okay.
and we started a company, and and you know I love what you do. I love radio. I love radio, man. I am man. I'm like so intrigued with radio. I don't even know, like me being a singer.
Hmm.
I always used to play with radio.
Right.
Now I don't know if I didn't do sing, if I didn't never make an entertainment business, would I have done radio? I don't know that part. I just know I've always been intrigued.
Right.
And the only way I got into radio in Cleveland was my favorite radio station that played a lot of local records
Hmm.
and independent artists got sold, and they turned it into a country western station.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, we don't have no station that here in Cleveland that where we can be heard or that would play independent artists,
Right. Right.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, I called a buddy of mine named Delvis Valentine. I said, "What we gonna do, man? We ain't got no way to be heard in our own city."
Right.
And he told me about a community radio station that was brand spanking new. It was only 2 years old at the time. And I said, I want to meet with their general manager, set me up a meeting. And I went to the general manager and asked him, could I do a show? Could I do a radio show?
Hmm.
And I said, my name is Eric. No, he said, I know who you are. Because I was doing a little show at HUR out of DC. That was somebody else's idea. It wasn't my idea.
Uh-huh.
But they was like, hey man, what'd you think about having a radio show and how would you do it? So they gave me an hour, and I came on behind Will Downing
Okay.
at WHUR in DC. I know nothing about the Washington DC culture, so I was basically winging it the whole time.
Right.
And so this general manager told me that he knew of me doing that show,
Okay.
and which was only about, I only did that show for 16 months. And I said, but I want to do Cleveland.
Okay.
I don't know anything about DC culture. I don't know nothing about the go-go or none of that.
Right.
I'm just doing that 60-minute show. So he gave me a show, and I was only supposed to have been on Monday. He gave me Monday and Tuesday at drive time, and he gave me a for lovers only show on at Sunday nights at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And I'm having fun, man.
Oh yeah.
I know what you're doing. I know what you do, Mr. King.
Oh
So
yeah.
I know,
Wait.
I know how much fun you're having, and I know pushing the buttons and programming and all that kind of stuff. Where I want to get good at is what you're already good at. I want to get good at interviewing. That's my next tackle. I want to tackle interviewing because I got a lot of friends that come
Right.
through Cleveland that would stop through an interview. I
Right.
would love to get that part, and you're good at it.
Well, it's this regular conversation. Regular conversation, and I come from a background of stuttering, and so I stuttered real bad, and I had the opportunity to get a speech therapist when I went to high school, and so I took speech
Hmm.
therapy from my 10th grade to my 12th grade year, and that helped me get the confidence to even you know conquer our disabilities, and so I've always been one to run towards my weakness. Being an underdog, you always gotta show and prove. You can't talk about it. You gotta show and prove. And
Hmm.
so it
Hmm.
seemed like you had that same model. You don't talk about it. You just show and prove, which is necessary. And and you can see it by your actions, and as far as how you transition from music to radio to film, which lets everybody know that you have vision. And so we need to hang out with you, man. We need to hang out with you, and how we can help and support your film, so it can grow, so you can hire more young people
Hmm.
that have that same desire. And if we don't, like, come together and help each other out, man, how are we going to develop opportunities for the next generation? We got to help out those that are actually doing the work. So, brother, I really appreciate you. I really appreciate Joe for setting this up and bringing this kind of content, this kind of knowledge to the community, so they just don't see the lights, camera, and action. They see the hard work and the dedication that it takes behind the scenes in order to enjoy those lights, cameras, and action.
Hmm.
So, brother, you are necessary. Omaha, make sure you guys go to Tubi. What's happening in the dark? What happens in the dark is a new movie by my man Eric Nolan, his film company. But also, he got tracks. He got tracks for days. Give her your love. I got that track already lined up, and so we're gonna put that in the air so you guys can enjoy that. Tomorrow is well, we have a theme every day, Brother Nolan. I consider our station our research radio station. Our goal is to modify our behavior so we're better individuals, better family members, and better citizens. So today we call it Tell the Truth Tuesday. And so on Tuesday, I actually tell the truth, and I encourage the community to tell the truth, but also accept the truth, because there's nothing wrong with constructive criticism. And obviously, you took constructive criticism from the two brothers that you stand on each side of you. And we actually put it in practice, telling the truth, but also accepting the truth. And sometimes the community, sometimes I drop names. Sometimes I drop names on Tuesday. So sometimes I get the community. Like you say, Cleveland, I know Omaha, and so
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure you get calls that no one else do, because you're from that community, and having and being on a community station, like you say, you had the flexibility to do what you want to do. And so we're gonna see how we can collaborate, get your voice on our station, and see how we can make each other grow. So, brother, I appreciate
My
you.
man.
You are necessary, without a doubt. Um, Anything else that we didn't discuss? Anything else that you want to bring up while we communicate, big brother?
No, I just wanted the people to know that I'm on the radio Sunday nights, 8 o'clock, on Mondays and Tuesdays at 3 o'clock, which is really 2 o'clock Omaha time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on the call letters are WOVU 95.9 FM. Our Voices United. And it's community driven.
Okay.
We're celebrating our 5th year this year. And and you already talked about the movie and my solo projects under Eric Nolan. And we're still on tour. The OJs are still on tour. So that's basically what I'm doing. Um, Eddie Levert taught me best. You know, you throw enough stuff up against the wall, you'll see if something sticks.
Mm-hmm.
He always told me it's a thin line, a very thin line between being a genius
Mm-hmm.
and making a fool of yourself. So I'm just going for it.
Okay, without doubt. Without doubt.
I'm just going for it, Mr. King. I got to, man, because I love what I'm doing. Everything that I just mentioned to you, I love it.
Right.
I'm not, and I just told a young man this day before yesterday. I said, quit putting in applications at jobs you don't like.
Right.
Because you're never going to work it. You're just not going to last.
Right.
Because you already hate it from the beginning. Well, I need the money. Man, go put in applications at jobs that pay you money and something that you like to do.
Right.
If you put in 20 of those applications, you'll get one.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure 20 of those apps is for something that you like to do or that you're interested in. Quit putting in jobs. That's why I don't understand it. I never understand when people come to work mad. I never understand when somebody say, "May I help you, please?" and they already got an attitude.
Right.
I never understood it. You signed up for this.
Yeah.
Nobody came knocked on your door and said, "Did you want this?" You signed up for this.
Yeah, without doubt.
Quit putting applications at jobs you don't like. I love everything I'm doing.
Me too.
So I can't lose. The only thing, if I don't make, look, man, I'm not trying to take up a whole lot of time, but let me say this before I get off of here.
Oh no, you good, bro. You good, bro. Because I got one more question to ask, and it's a selfish question because you doing movies. How can people audition for you? Do you guys got a website or even collaborations? You know what I mean? Because people still want to do work with you, big brother. You can't retire on life.
We have a Facebook page under J Films, JAE Films. We're on Facebook.
Okay.
We've been getting a lot of people who write and want to audition and want to get into the acting and film industry. So we've been getting a lot of it lately since we released this movie.
Good.
People are starting to find out about J Films. So we're on Facebook, J Films, JAE Films, and and it's administered by myself and my partner James.
Okay.
So it's coming directly to us.
Okay. Cool.
Everything comes directly to us.
Okay.
So yeah, that's us. But I wanted to say that, you know, if you put in for a job position that you're intrigued about or like or love, you'll never have to work a day in your life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not and I learned this over the years, so it's not nothing that's a given. It's not nothing that I can tell you I was raised being this way. I learned to be this way. Hey, the fortune and the fame and all that is only cool to a person who can absorb it.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I learned that my life works better being simple.
Okay.
Because I tried everything else.
Right.
I tried the 4 cars, 3 cars in a truck. I tried the big house. I tried the expensive jewelry and the clothes and all that stuff. And I still find myself being in love with my little jogging suits from Old Navy.
Right.
I still find myself not wearing my jewelry at all, except when I'm on stage sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I still find myself loving to drive my truck, and the other cars just sit.
Right.
They just sit there. I don't even know who I'm even impressing. You know what I'm saying? Because they stay in the garage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with a cover over it. So you don't even know what kind of car it is because it got a cover over it.
Right.
I'm making my point clear.
Yeah.
So you have to find out what motivates you and what you really want in life and what's your reason for. So my needs are so minute.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all I want is a remote, a nice meal, make sure my cable works,
Mm-hmm.
and I can get from point A to point B.
Right.
But I had to learn that. You know, Walter Williams told me a long time ago. He said, you have to first do it to know if it's something that you like or don't like.
Right.
Walter says, I always have to wear my jewelry because that's what I love. I love my jewelry.
Right.
I love having, uh, 5,000-10,000 in my pocket.
Right.
He can't walk. He can't even breathe if he ain't got the actual money in his pocket. Me, I don't like money in my pocket.
Right.
I don't like money in my pocket. I just rather have a credit card.
Right.
I'm cool with a credit card and $40.
Right.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I do it. I'm maneuvered just
You know
like
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I leave it like that. And so you have to know what simplifies your life because all of what you see ain't really what it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because we only can drive one car, we only can eat one meal, we only can wear one pair of pants. That's my point.
Yep. Yep.
So if you just get the job that you like, apply for the job that you're interested in. Maybe you do want to work at a fast food restaurant because maybe one day, not only do you want to be the manager, but you want to own one of those one day.
Without a doubt.
So you take that and you work towards your goal of learning how that business operates, learning how that restaurant operates. I know a lady who worked there. I worked with her when I was in high school. She owns 6 McDonald's right now. 6. Her name is Sheila. She worked with me.
Oh.
She worked with me. I was on fries. She was flipping the burgers.
And now she owns 6
we
of them.
started together.
Right.
And Sheila owns 6 McDonald's. She owns them. She's not the manager of them. She owns them.
Right. So just
you see what I'm saying? I mean, and she's like in her late 50s. Her and I worked together. I tried to hit on her. I'm telling you.
Right.
Light skin, green eyes, long golden hair, the whole nine.
You still remember all the stats too.
Oh yeah, man. I remember it like it was yesterday. Because I quit. I quit because I wanted to be a singer.
Right.
And I remember her calling me and asking me not to quit. And I worked it, and I thought she called me because she asked me not to quit, but I thought she liked me. Right. I thought she liked me, so she wanted me there. So I stayed for another paycheck, another 2 weeks.
Right.
Now I was like, hey, I ain't getting nowhere with you, and I ain't getting nowhere with this. So I'm out of here. Right. I'm out of here, bro. I want to sing. If this ain't working, if you ain't really, you know what I'm saying, you just want me to work besides you because I'm more or less like a protector, you know what I'm saying, of her.
Right.
But I ain't getting nowhere.
Right.
I'm cool. Let me get this little check and get on out of here. But she owns 6 McDonald's right now to this day.
Well, that's cool. That's cool.
I'm proud of her. She's proud of me. She's seen that I did what I wanted to do in life. I see what she wanted to do.
Yes. And everybody manifests their God-given talents. And
yes, sir.
And that's the greatness of our community, and we should rejoice in our differences because I clap for my brothers that play football or do everything else, something I can't do, but I enjoy that they can. So I can't sing, but I enjoy that you can, without a doubt. Omaha, Nebraska. We're talking to my man Eric Nolan, member of the world famous OJs. I don't know where you calling from. You calling from Cleveland now?
Yeah, I'm in Cleveland right now.
All right.
I'm programming my show. Actually.
Okay.
I'll finish it when I get finished talking to you. I'll finish programming it. But
so make sure you check
them out. I program
out.
my show like to keep it organic, to keep it fresh. I do it the day of.
Okay.
Like I won't do it a week before because I got a different feel. Like I may feel something else. I may feel something different today.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, heck yeah, you can't.
So you know how that whole thing works. You know what I'm saying? The sun could be shining, it could be gloomy. It just the vibe.
Hmm.
That's what hits me. So that makes me feel a different way. So I keep my show organic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do my stuff live. I don't. I go by the feelings, and I wasn't feeling too good today, and so I got on everybody today. I got people texting me because I'm dropping names, but um, we gotta somebody gotta speak strong. Someone gotta really stand up for God. Someone gotta make sure that we're developing conduits
Mm,
of opportunities for the next generation, and
mm-hmm,
and we gotta call out the greedy people that's hoarding
mm-hmm,
and not sharing. And so I grew up in the projects, and we didn't let nobody be evicted because we did rent parties. We shared, and our word was bond. And so
mm-hmm.
I know those were times where I didn't even perceive I was poor because we did everything collectively together. And
Mm-hmm.
so, bro, I appreciate you. Thank you for your
Likewise.
time. Without a doubt,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, that this interview has been organic, and so I know people appreciate it. Uh, we got several barbershop shots out the Red Hot Barbershop. I know they listening to us.
Mm.
Why they got the people in the chair and stuff like that. So man, I really appreciate you. Look forward to talk to you afterwards. I have Joe give us a call. Maybe do a three-way and talk about that radio business.
Let's do that.
I want to see some more information. So because the more radio stations that we own across America, the better it's going to be for everyone. And so,
Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm
but
looking forward to it.
yes, sir. Anything else, big bro? Any shots out? I do want to get shots out again to my man Joe Mason for making this happen. Without a doubt, this wouldn't happen without Never Stop Entertainment. So make sure you guys go to neverstopentertainment.com and you get filled with all the artists and all the great music that's on that site. Make sure you guys again go to Tubi. I know you guys got to watch some drama. You want to watch the drama? What happens in the dark? Check that out by JAE Films. And then you can check
Mm-hmm.
out my man, brother Nolan. Is was it 95.9 in
Yes,
Cleveland?
sir. Yes, sir.
So make sure you guys
Yes,
check him
sir.
out.
It's called Tens. TENS. It's called Tens, the Eric Nolan Show.
Okay, 10 is the Eric Nolan show. Okay, cool, cool. All right. So make sure you guys check out the Eric Nolan show, the tens. Eric Nolan show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool, cool, big bro.
Yeah, we got an app where you can get us 24/7. I mean, the app is incredible too. I mean, great sounding app, and
And,
that's just basically just going to your, whatever your Apple. I mean, your Apple or Samsung or whatever,
mm-hmm.
Android, and just downloading WOVU 95.9,
Okay. You
and
said what's that again?
clear as a bell. Clear as a bell.
Okay. What's the call letters again?
W
Mm-hmm.
O Victor Unicorn.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's Our Voices United, and same thing with I mean, if you go online, it's wovu.org.
Okay. Cool.
But both places you got us. We all the way in China. We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
Well, man, I appreciate your time this morning. Thanks for the interview, Omaha. Of course, we got to play some. We got to play some music, baby. We got to play some music. So, uh,
Okay.
and of course, we got to start give her your love. Oh yeah, without a doubt on Tell the Truth Tuesday. I know y'all need some brownie points out there. You need some brownie points, without a doubt. So, brother Eric, I appreciate you. We're gonna play this track, man. I'm gonna let you
My
listen.
man.
New music.
Don't know why we argue about the
Brother Nolan, man, we
stupidest
appreciate you calling in, big brother.
sometimes.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
I'm gonna have Joe get in
She
contact
just
with us so
on
we'll
my
talk that further business.
nerves. Makes
Let's
me
do that.
wanna
All right, big
say
brother.
things
Thank you
that
very
All right.
much. Omaha, Nebraska. Oh yeah, new music, man. Oh yeah, you know who it is. Eric Nolan, boss with us.
What you say,
Best believe I can relate. They can be a handful. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter what you do, man, it won't make sense to you. Those are the times you stay on your pride and just give your love, even when you don't feel like it. When she's having a bad night, and I bet you that she'll give it back to you. So just when you don't know what happened, when you're talking, she's snapping. That's when you got to. It's hard to say that they're from Venus and that we're from Mars. Guess we're opposites, but they need us just as much as we need them. Oh, yeah. Man, ain't that the truth? I don't know what I would do if I didn't have my girl. So when she changes moods and she has an attitude, that is the time to be extra kind and just even when you don't feel like when she's having a bad night, and I bet you that she'll give it back to you. So just when you don't know what happened, when you're talking, she's that's when you got to give her your love. Patience is a virtue that we must obtain, 'cause sometimes it's gonna rain, even in sunlit love. She could be so sweet today, tomorrow she won't look your way. Don't take it personal, it's just the way that it is. Your love, give your love, and I bet you that she'll give it back to you. So just when you don't know what happened, when you're talking, she's stopping. That's when you got to. Hey, baby, every single last drop, all of your love. Give her all your love. If you don't know.
All right, Omaha, Nebraska, the Burbs of Bluffs. We're about to get out of here. That was Eric Nolan of the OJs. Give Her Your Love. That's his new single out with Walter Williams on that of the OJs. Oh, maybe we have to bring the OJs to Omaha. You know, they cost a bag. They cost a bag. Oh yeah, I want to thank my man Joe Mason. Never Stop Entertainment. My man Joe Mason, Never Stop Entertainment. Thank him for setting that interview up. We're gonna be bringing in national artists. I'm gonna be interviewing national artists. I think almost every Tuesday now. We're gonna be looking. So you gotta stay tuned. So we're gonna bring in next week. You never know who we're gonna have next week, man. So stay tuned with us here at 95.7 The Boss. Again, today is Tell the Truth Tuesday. We encourage you to be truthful to yourself. You can expect other people to lie, cheat, steal, rob, and even try to kill you. This is America. You can expect people to cheat, rob, steal, lie, cheat, and try to kill you. This is America. So you got to be honest with yourself and make sure that you surround yourself with good people. If you need to complete your education, if you need to stop a vice in your life, whatever it is, be truthful to yourself today. And then also accept the truth. There's nothing wrong with constructive criticism. It's a criticism that actually improves you, that builds you up. It's a criticism of love, not a criticism that tear you down. And so if you know you need to complete something, you know if you need to stop doing something, if you know you need to apologize or you need to accept some apologies, whatever it is, accept that truth. We got to become a more truthful nation. The only way we're going to do that, a more truthful person, only way we could do that is put it in practice. Y'all put lies in practice. We got to get out of here, y'all. Appreciate you support 95.7 The Boss. We're going to be doing a donation drive again, because when you speak the truth, people purposely try to not allow you business. So we're going to be doing a drive. Maybe you guys can donate so we can continue to have freedom of speech. Boss with us.
Everybody always talking about how to remote. Phoenix, ain't no Phoenix. It's because you got a new job. That don't make you the Phoenix. I'm the real Phoenix.
Yes, Daddy, you're the
Sure.
Phoenix.
Yeah, I know who really do the shit. Pressure and the fame, yeah,